Hey, you all. Welcome to Louisville's finest, a talent showcase here at the Kentucky Center for the Arts. And today we're here because of the Lipstick Wars, an all female poetry event. Today we're going to be talking to Rihanna Nicole, who is the creator and founder of Lipstick Wars, who is also in partnership with Arts Reach here at the Kentucky Center for the Arts. We'll also be talking to some of the people who are here to support and see the poetry slam along with some of the actual poets. So why don't you watch and enjoy here at the Lipstick Wars at the Kentucky Center for Arts with us here at Louisville's finest, a talent showcase. Hey, this is Christina Baldwin with Louisville's Finest, a Talent Showcase. I am here with Lance Newman, a local poet and activist here in the city of Louisville. How are you doing today?
I'm awake.
And this is
Zoe.
Hey, Zoe, how are you today? Good. And I wanted to talk to you basically because knowing that you are in this movement that we have here in the city, what do you feel or how is your reaction about the Lipstick Wars and its success here?
Well, poetry has proven itself around the nation and also throughout history as being one of the ways that we share our oral tradition, share our histories, and everything else. So, I mean, it's kind of just a matter of time, right? I mean, all that needed to happen was the introduction, and I knew Louisville would fall in love. So, that's all it takes.
So it's not a trend that we are following bigger cities like Chicago, New York, or other areas that have been well known for the spoken word and all the smoky coffee houses and stuff. It's a real thing that's going on here, right?
Yeah, no, it's been going on here. That's the problem. It just now got to where it's acceptable in areas and places like this. It's just now getting to where it's.
Being taken seriously?
There you go. That's a good word for it. And you said it, not me. So the poetry that's been here and has lived here and worked here and just survived here is now getting the recognition that it well deserves. So. It's all
So
good.
with this being all female, how do you fit in here?
Well, first of all, I'd like to pump it today. I will be having the Chapstick Wars soon. No, I'm just joking. But no, it's perfect. It's women empowerment. The stories that we often don't hear, Slam gives people that opportunity to speak those stories. And what story is more a minority than that of the woman? So it's all love.
And it's a more of the environment is different.
Right,
It's
straight
not a
up.
book,
Right.
it's not an interview,
It's conversation is what it is.
and it's sharing.
Right.
It's like you would be in a group of friends and
Right.
you're sharing.
Right.
So it's more easier you guys to be able to and then let that out.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel. But
No, I totally agree, and it's therapeutic, man. It's therapeutic, and it is our history. So,
and Zoe, what are you expecting to get out today? You expecting to see a good show?
Mhm.
You really?
Yeah.
So when are you gonna get on the stage? You're gonna do the lip balm wars or the lip? You gonna get in the next lip gloss ones that we had earlier?
no, we're gonna have the fish stick wars. The fish stick wars. She's gonna enter with a couple of other kindergartners.
That would be wonderful, wouldn't it? You have to be the host like your daddy hosts all the shows.
Yes.
Okay, that would be wonderful. Well, thank you for speaking with me today. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You all have it. Go and try to get in there and get to see a great show. Just to let you all know, this show has totally sold out. We have folks hanging out trying to get in. I'm hoping I can even get with Rihanna now that the fact that it's sold out and they're trying to accommodate people to get in and they're putting chairs in the quiet room. There is no standing room
It's a lie.
and no sitting on the stairs. But come on, no, come on down anyway, or at least let her give her a tweet, a Facebook message or something saying, "Hey, well done." So we'll talk to you all later, and it's Louisville's finest, a talent showcase here at the Kentucky Center for the Arts at the Lipstick Wars, the all-female poetry slam. Okay, hi, this is Christina Baldwin with Louisville's Finest again here on location at the Kentucky Center for the Arts with the Lipstick Wars, the all-female poetry slam. Now, I'm speaking with,
Gwen C.
and Gwen C., you are a poet yourself. Where are you from?
I'm originally from Galveston, Texas.
But do you live here in
Oh
Louisville?
yeah, I live here. I've been here for 20 years.
And you said you're a poet yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why didn't you get involved in this?
Procrastinating, fear, and signed up too late.
Oh, okay. But you're here to support, which
Oh,
is
yeah,
wonderful.
Definitely.
So, you said you're from Texas. How long have you been here in Louisville, Kentucky?
About 20 years.
Oh, so okay, you've been here for a minute. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
yeah,
it's
it's home.
brand new. It's
No.
home to you. So when you were in Texas, did you do poetry too?
Yes.
And is it written or spoken or both?
It is written mostly, and then the last 3 years spoken.
So what made you go to the other side of the spoken word?
Stress, life, needing to vent, needing to survive some crisis situations.
So basically what we're all sharing here today, and it's not just about the bad times, it's about the good times. It's about the times to where no matter who we are, who we claim to be, race, color, whatever we do for a living, well, we connect. We like, girl, I know, I hear you. It's something where we can connect and say, like, I'm going through that too. I'm glad to hear somebody else is going through that. So do you feel that's what we're sharing here, or is it something less or something more?
It's probably even more than what was intended. The poets have been dope, and they've been on point with all of the topics for everybody.
For everybody. Okay, so basically, I'm going to have to ask you, to being a poet yourself, you don't have to give us a whole poem, but if you can please give us a little bit of something. I'm going to move out the way, and I'm going to let you give us a little something. When you're ready, you look at the camera, you do what you need to do. When you're done, you be like, okay, and then I'm just going to mosey on back over it. So, Gwen C.
Gwen C. C-E-E.
Okay, let's go.
And I do have a book, so if y'all like something, you got to find me. This is a new piece, and it's just a little piece of a piece. I am ready to fight because I don't want to see him laying on pavement, bleeding from a shot that he did not deserve, with no medical attention given because someone doesn't see the worth of the human he is. Black lives do matter, and the fact that we allow spirits to leave bodies so often, then disrespect them all the way to the coffins as blood drains and pulses fade of humans who were nonviolent, unarmed, who were merely traveling with their children, selling CDs, walking, begging to breathe, or just in black skin, at the mercy of officers and shots that should have never been fired. Gives me all the reason I need to question your hate. Bang, shots fired. Stop bitching about those who are taking a knee. Open your closed eyes with your so-called integrity. Show love, grow love. Stop the double standard, oppression, and ignorance. If you want this to be the love, cherished America that it is, then cherish the population from which it is comprised. Black people are part of our nation. Treat them like you want your mother or child to be treated. To sum up this poem with no metaphors, stop killing black people. Let them live. Let them breathe. Let them live to see a day in court if they violated a law. But please just stop.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
So
I
we'll
really
have to have
appreciate
you
it.
back on and
Thank
talk
you.
about this book,
I'm
and
trying to
so people can see you more and hear you more. So will you be doing anything in the future that we may need to know about, appearing or any
yeah.
showings or anything? Go ahead and give a plug.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. I am actually featuring in Clarksville, Tennessee on November 19th at Laugh-In Lounge. So I'll be opening for Nima Williams, Austin Rich. It's a comedy show. And then I have a show here in Louisville on November 26th with Jason Too Funny English and UB Thomas. So I'll be a poet on their comedy show at Tim Faulkner Gallery.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And then we look forward to seeing and hearing more from you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Okay. Well, that was Gwen C. And we'll be back with some more poetry here at the Lipstick Wars with Louisville's Finest, a talent showcase. I am speaking with Maddie, who just came out of the Lipstick Wars. You're on your way out, but I wanted to ask you about your experience today.
It was amazing.
It was, and you said you were here to see a friend that you didn't even know
I didn't
was
know
a
she
poet.
Was a poet. Yeah,
And-
we became best friends at work. She asked me to come, so best friends support friends, right?
Right. So what did you think about her performance?
It was awesome. I mean, I love the idea with all like the Black Lives Matter and everything going on with that. Literally, I started tearing up some points, and to everyone's like poets.
And how do you feel with this being an all-female poetry slam? How does that?
I didn't even know what I was coming to, but
So
heck yeah, I love it.
you will be back, right?
Oh, of course.
So So this is your first time
Yes.
being at anything like this, right?
It's my
So-
first time being here.
here at the Kentucky Center. Well, hey, that's great. So that's the reason why they have events like this, to bring people like yourself to expose, so that you will be back and to support things here like the Lipstick Wars. So I want to thank you for speaking with me. I know you're on your way out, but
course.
thank you for being here and supporting your friend in the Lipstick
Yeah,
Wars
of
here.
course.
Okay?
Thanks for inviting me.
On location at the Lipstick Wars, the all-female poetry slam, I am here with.
Sydney Sled.
Okay, and where are you from?
I'm from Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay, so and how long have you been doing the poetry spoken word?
1 month.
You're kidding.
No, I did my first slam last Tuesday at KMAC and won.
Okay, wow. So starting out with a good start here.
I'm hoping so.
And why are you not involved in this?
I didn't even know it existed. I just got introduced to this whole world. I played music before this, and
Okay.
I went to support a friend at KMAC the month prior and thought that this might be something that I could get into. and
Okay,
I love it.
so just a new interest, but something you feel a fit to what you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you so 1 month. Well, shoot, I don't know. Okay, then. Well, here's what I'm gonna do. You said you had a piece you wanted to perform. I'm
Yes.
gonna let you do that. Move out the way, and then when you're done, I'll come back in. Okay?
Okay.
You go ahead.
All right. What exactly do you see when you see me? What do you notice first? Is it my hair, my eyes, my breasts, my thighs, the way my body moves in a skirt? My body. A man my grandfather's age approached me when I was only 13. I didn't get it. I didn't understand, but it made me feel unclean, like all of who I am was reduced to one thing. Does he want me? The teacher who always made it a point to touch my shoulder in class, my shoulder. A man my father's age once told me I looked good enough to eat. I was only 14. I felt so violated I could scream, but this was all becoming so normal. This was almost routine, and I was gaslighted by society to believe that it wasn't them, it was me. I was a child. My body hadn't even begun to bleed. My body. Snake eyes, wolf eyes defiling. I am not your prey. I am not here for the taking. I do not exist for your sake. My childhood never quite felt safe. And you ask me questions. Well, did you like the attention? Did you? Well, what were you wearing? I had on braces and a backpack. Even today, not a whole lot has changed. I still swallow words and restrain rage. Different zoo in the same cage, different chapter, but still the same page. But I am not a little girl anymore, and I will not abide this disrespect. I will change the things that I can no longer accept because, see, I really think that these men forget that women made you. You came from my womb. When you dehumanize me, you dehumanize yourself because this is where yourself grew. I am the eternal feminine, the great mother Anima, the goddess moon. This temple is sacred and you will give reverence where reverence is due. How could my body be just a commodity when it carries my mind, my spirit, my reality? This is but a vessel on God's tree. I am just a limb. So remember, when you desecrate me, you desecrate him. My body is sacred ground, and you will treat it as such. You will ask before you touch, and I really don't feel like that's asking too much. So tell me, what exactly is it that you see when you see me? Because I am your daughter, your precious little girl. I am your mother who held you when you were ill. I am your sister who keeps your secrets safe. I am your friend. I am a person. I am your equal. And all I really want is to walk down the street wearing headphones in peace, to breathe deep, then exhale, and to feel that release in my body.
Thank you so much. Again, what is your name?
Sydney Sled.
Sydney Sled, thank you so much for being on Louisville's Finest. Hoping to see and hear more from you.
Absolutely.
And
Thank you
welcome
for
to
having
the
me.
poetry movement here in Louisville. I'm glad that you are a part of it.
All right.
'Cause
Thank
that was
you.
I was like, she's going to keep, I wanted you to keep going. I really did. I wanted you to keep going.
Thank you.
Well,
Well, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
No problem. Hey, here on Louisville's Finest, a Talent Showcase, I am speaking to
Indigo Soul.
Indigo Soul, and you are a poet here in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you from here?
Yes, I was born in Louisville. I was raised in Eminence, Kentucky, right outside of Detroit and St. Louis as well, and LaGrange, Kentucky.
Okay, so have you spent a large majority here in Louisville?
Yes.
Okay, so how long have you been in the spoken word?
I have been writing poetry since I was 6, and I wrote my first song that was sang by a chorus when I was 9, And then I started doing poetry and performing for people around about the age of 13.
So you've been doing it for a while.
Yes.
So basically, you had some support to hone that.
Oh, yeah.
that
Everyone around
talent
me,
is.
they wrote,
That's wonderful.
encouraged me to read books.
Yes, yes, that's love to
you
hear
know.
that because I work with kids and I love to be. I'm trying to get that in. So to hear somebody who had that support and that is
Yes.
still doing it. So you said you had a form of poetry that you perform, which is called
Free flow.
okay, and that is
Free flow is a form of poetry whereas there's really no style. It's almost like freestyle, but freestyle is reserved usually for rap, which is rhythm and poetry. So I've kind of brought an element of rhythm and poetry into the spoken word, and free flow really, in definition, just means how it happens in the moment.
so basically it is freestyle, like you said, but in the spoken word form.
Yes.
So basically, what comes off the top,
Hmm.
and it doesn't have to relate to any type of subject, theme, or topic.
Yes.
But it's just what
Yeah.
it's called, right?
Yes.
And you will be performing. You're going to give us a little bit of that today,
Oh,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and let you do that, and then I'll
Thank you
come
very
back in.
much.
Okay, go ahead.
Eternal life is not in question. We have always known eternity, that's the blessing. The question is eternal consciousness. Folks want to know if who they are is that which lives on. Ignorance is that bliss. I ain't telling no lies, even when a gangster man cries. But I will show no fears, even when I cry those crocodile thug tears. It all began in one womb. Race is a biological myth, and all of you people who still relate to it and to something that is merely skin deep are shallow and not gods. You are minions of something that is more shallow than flesh, and you are some mods. When the sun shines in the wintertime, it exposes the dirt beneath the snow. And in the summertime, it reveals the haze on the window. And all I know is that the devil is a ghost, because I killed that fool a long time ago. And today a lot of folks are acting real spook. What do they know? The only atrocity that I see is this monstrosity that with which we apply the old age philosophy that any one race is superior or inferior to another indeed. It is a tool of division and greed that attacks the very core of oneness so that we forget the divinity of our identity and shun the power of unity. Instead of a collective force to be reckoned with, we have become system whores to be beckoned with. And we don't need no more trouble. What we need is love on the double. What we need is transparency in the struggle. What we need is honesty on the humble. What we need is for the system to die so that we may live outside of the lie. Because if it ain't broke, then don't try to fix it. The system ain't broke, it was built this way, they rigged it. Ignite a flame, turn up the loud, burning incense. If Jesus was a poet, nobody would listen. So I am him, divine intervention. Who's missing the christening, the children are hissing at the mission, and religion is stark naked pissing in the middle of heaven's kitchen. Ain't no pearls on hell's gate, and the line to wait is equivalent to soul rape. And each hour feel like 4 days, and a day is eternity. Return to me, do not flee, I am here to assist you. You resist you, I unfold bold, like a newborn crown in the blossoming flower. I am born, torn from the scorn of the horn. Your fears are a unicorn, and your struggle are gods. You were minions until you became the mods. You were supposed to become gods again, but you got put in a spell of the curses sent by the ones of the shadow brotherhoods and occult dimensions, living in the secrecy with in indecency, spreading that vicious control. We out. I'm not gonna drop the microphone, but I'm gonna let you know I've always been the coldest in Louisville.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
What's up, Louisville? Welcome to Louisville's Finest, a talent showcase. We're here at the Kentucky Center for the Arts, here for the Lipstick Wars, dealing with the poetry. And right now we have one of the poetry participants. And we'd like to get your name and information. How are you enjoying the show?
My name is Ebony Stoner. I am one of the participants, and I'm loving it. Women's empowerment. I just really enjoy everything, just seeing all of the women.
Now, are you from Louisville, Kentucky?
I am from Louisville, Kentucky. I just moved back from Atlanta. I lived in Atlanta for 5 years, but I am born and raised Louisville, Kentucky.
So how long have you been doing spoken word, and what inspired you to get involved with spoken word?
What inspired me is just life, and just having an outlet. And I've been writing for probably about 15 years, and I started performing about 5 years ago. And it's just inspired by life and life's events, and just putting all my passion into that.
So is this I know this is the second time for the Lipstick Wars. Is this your second year or your first year?
This is my first year.
All right now. And
It's actually my first time ever slamming, so.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
First time.
Yeah,
Louisville,
it's
Kentucky.
intense.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Spoken word, slamming, most definitely. And would you like to share some of your poetry with the Louisville's Finest, a talent
It's a little
showcase
too
audience?
intense. I don't want to yell out here. I think I should keep it down.
Yeah, you go ahead. This is a family-friendly show. You know, as long as we got it clean, you know what I'm saying? We like to hear some of what you got.
It's just loud.
Okay.
But, okay, cool.
You got the spotlight. Go ahead.
All right, I'll do something. All right, this is for my brothers and my sisters. Brothers, it's time to start protecting yourself and stop disrespecting your sisters. The ones that carry you around for 9 months in hopes for you, no progression issues, no regression or depression or murder disguised as suicide to teach you a lesson. These sisters worry about your well-being, we're really your blessing. But brothers and sisters collectively need to stop collecting hatred from the system. In fact, it's time to dead the system. Let's use strategy over impulse and stop playing the victim. It's time we start waking up. We've let poverty lie within us for too long. It's time we start shaking it up. It's our time, and we're not giving it up. It's our time. And 60 minutes is not enough. In 60 minutes, we're gonna erupt. Refusing the word that's ridiculously corrupt. It's our time. And the revolution will not be televised. You will not be able to sit at home in front of your plasma TV and cheer from your leather couch. The revolution will not be televised, primarily because it just won't be. The revolution will not be presented to you by Fox Century, featuring Denzel Washington and Zoe Saldana. We will take off on the run to freedom, but the revolution will not have a soundtrack collaborated by Beyonce and Jay-Z. It will not be featured in your Facebook newsfeed. We will not stop to take pictures, primarily because we will not stop. We will not grow complacent with what they decide to place in our hands. Instead, we'll demand our rights, our power, our voices, and our lives. Now, understand, it may be sad to say, but Mike Brown was definitely a vessel. Trayvon Martin, Eric Garner, Sandra Bland, Tamar Rice, Philandro Castile, Tarika Wilson, Alton Sterling, Corinne Gaines. We won't forget to say their names, but they were precious vessels. Because we all play a part in this revolution that's about to start. And it won't be pretty, but it won't be cruel, and it won't end dark, my brothers and my sisters. We have such a light in our hearts and our souls, a light so bright others want to control, so they took hold of our minds, so of this light we would never know. But listen when I say that the end of days are really coming. And that doesn't mean that Jesus is coming. It's the days that we've known that will be completely destroyed. And what happens in the days that lie ahead depends on our voices, our strength, and our determination. So let's not give in, and let's not be discouraged. Let's depend on one another, and we will win. And once again, many centuries ago, our lives will be back in our own hands. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for that. That was outstanding. We're here at the Kentucky Center for the Arts, Louisville's Finest of Talent Showcase, and we're enjoying this year's Lipstick Wars, most definitely. And thank you for that powerful piece. Words are powerful, and we can speak them into existence as a positive will happen. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And this is Troy Johnson with Louisville's Finest, the Talent Showcase.
Hey, Christina Baldwin on Louisville's Finest, a talent